Every time we travel, we drive past endless stretches of fertile lands in Edo State. Lands that are capable of producing enough corn to feed livestock across Nigeria. But instead of vibrant crops, all we see are fields filled with grasses. It definitely looks as if the corn farming has been left behind. Farmers really don't believe in it anymore because this is what you see all around. It is all cassava farming. I think they have priority of what they can easily sell. I don't know, but we should probably ask one of the farmers around and see what they have to say about this.
My name is Mr. Andrew, a member of the Wosa community. For now, we are in dry season. Not yet. The time of planting of a corn is not there. And for March, April, that's when we plant a corn. And there are challenges. There are like places like other parts of the country now. They plant a corn throughout the year, but here the land is very dry, so there's no irrigation to support the farming. There's no government support. Even though before you go into corn planting, at least you're supposed to use a tractor to bulldoze the place.
That's true, sir.
To use a tractor to plough it before you start planting. But those things they are not available here. Even though the federal government budgeted such thing, we only hear those things on radio and television, so they don't come into reality. So those are some of the challenges. For now we cannot just say you want to plant now. If you say you want to plant now, how can the corn survive? So that's why most of the farmers now, they will just go into little corn farming when the rain starts. And after harvesting, that just once harvesting, the next thing they will put a cassava, yam, and other things. So that's where the challenge is that we are facing here. Like a corn farming is supposed to be mechanized farming,
Yeah.
but the problem we are having is that there's no land to farm, because most of the places land they are sold for estate. So there's no government support for us to acquire land. No, the few ones that we have now, we have to use it to farm the little ones for consumption, and we sell little ones. Like when you mention the storage, that's a silo. No, that name sounds very strange to many people, because they don't know. The silo is where we store our corn after harvesting much in a mechanized way. But when people hear that name, silo, they look very, very vague. They say, what is that name? So since we don't have much to eat, there's nothing to store. No. Yeah, for now. Yes, for now. So there's no support.
There's no support.
Yes, the government.
I believe they've not heard of
A few people they heard about that green solar energy, but they don't really know what that name implies.
They're not fully aware
at all. You see, they're not fully aware.
In this camp, there's no farmer here using the solar pumping machine to do the.
No. Even though the water they fetch for drinking for domestic use, they go as far to 2-3 kilometers to go and fetch water from the stream. It's not to talk of irrigation.
Yeah. Really, the pumping machine would have really helped in bringing water.
Yes. Yeah. You see, there are a lot of streams, but they are far from the house and from the farm. There's no way we can pump water from that place. So that's the thing.
This solar pump was invented by a Swedish company, and they are currently in Nigeria, and they are selling for as low as 2 million for 1.5 horsepower, while the 3 horsepower goes for 3.5 million. Now this is a game changer for agricultural sector. With a perfect irrigation system like this, corn can be cultivated all year round in the South. If you're interested in buying, please contact the number on the screen. But it's not bad, man. Why the government often promises agricultural reforms, the reality looks like this. Roads in despair, especially during the rainy season.
Big city,
Got you.
all day. Yeah. Edo red and yellow. Edo Lego. Edo red and yellow. You already know.
Without reliable transportation, even if the farmers grow corn, they still can't get it to the market on time. Storage is another major issue. Without silo or proper facilities for storage, harvest gets ruined by pests.
Yeah, we doing this. Introduction, busy baby, I'm original boy with intention. Check my history back, man. We conquer the grassland, rougher than the Taliban. God's plan. Yeah, where the God thing grain. We break every chain, we know they hustle in vain. And our sisters use brain, and we buy this original. Gold and diamond, we shiny, we original. Edo red and yellow. Edo Lego. Edo red and yellow.
I'm right here at Colossal Farm. I know you've seen the videos, we've showed you all around the farm. But right beside me, if you notice, feed is one of the major issues that farmers like CEO of this company is facing, because the high cost of feed is the main reason why they're having the high cost of production, and which causes the high cost of the price of chicken in the market right now. Chicken is not supposed to be this high if not for the high cost of feed. So a lot of farmers are having alternative, like my friend there. If you can look, he actually farms corn. Half part of plots of his land is made for corn, as you can see, and trying to process them, trying to make his own feed so that he can meet up with the demand and reduce cost. I will tell you, he sells the cheapest right now in Benin City. He sells the cheapest because he's trying to make sure he has his alternative for feed. So the feed sector is another sector that really needs to be handled. The feed production needs to be handled. The production of corn is where we should start from, because shortage of local corn affects more than just the farmer. It directly or indirectly affects every Nigerian, because we all know that chicken meat is actually white meat, which is best for consumption.
Good evening, everyone there. I'm the CEO of Holy Ray Investment Nigeria Limited. I'm a poultry farmer, and I'm also into real estate. So actually, we face difficulties in poultry farming. Number one is, like Benin, I reside in Benin, which is Ehua, along Benin Auchi Road. And the number one problem we are facing is feed production and the feed formulation. So we don't have expertise that can formulate feed for us, and we are far away from the raw material, which is like the maize, the soya beans, PKC, and others. So transporting them down to Benin, definitely it will lead to increase the price.
As feed prices rise, so does the cost of poultry, fish, and eggs. the burden falls on the ordinary people. So, what's the solution? First, we need real investment in agriculture. Farmers need access to affordable fertilizers, reliable road network, and proper storage. Collaboration is the key. More feed production companies should be established in Edo State. I want to use this medium to beg on the Edo State stakeholders to please look into feed production in our state. It is a guarantee to the local farmers, knowing that there's a feed processing plant in the state, which in the other hand will guarantee them that they will be buyers for their local corn at a fair price. Land full ground. The farmers are ready. So what's missing? The system to make corn farming viable. That's what's missing. To the Edo State Ministry of Agriculture, please work on the system so that agriculture can strive in this state. Tractors should be available for renting to farmers that are willing to rent them.
Man, we conquer the grassland, rougher than the Taliban. God's plan, God's plan.
They plant almost 4.6 million acres of corn every year, enough to cover the entire state of California with just one crop. They produce over 845,000 billion pounds of corn every year. That is roughly 35% of the world's supply. What are they doing with all that corn? But just so you know, 35 to 40% goes into feeding of livestock like chickens, goats, pigs, and cows. Another 35 to 40% is turned into ethanol for their cars. Another 10% to 15% gets exported to other countries, while the rest 10% ends up in their food and beverages. I hope you get it. Corn is used for a lot of things. It's not just for making popcorns and pap alone. I do hope that one day, chicken meat will become the cheapest protein in the market. But until then, the question remains, why don't we grow corn? Thanks for watching this far. Please don't forget to click the subscribe button, like and share.